Alrighty, philosophical questions. There's 20 of these, and I don't know how philosophical they are, but they're questions, so I'm going to answer them. Okay, what harsh truths do you prefer to ignore? I prefer to ignore that we're going to die one day. I just live my life like I'm not going to die. So that's probably a harsh truth that I don't want to face or whatever, even though I am actually fine with it. I know we all die and all this stuff, but I just ignore the fact that it's going to happen. That's how I deal with it. Is free will real or just an illusion? Oh, it is just an illusion. There are so many defining factors in so-called free will that it's not actually free will. We are influenced by society, we're influenced by the media, we're influenced by social media, we're influenced by friends, we're influenced by social trends. Is it really free will? Is it? I don't know. That's an incredibly hard question. Plus, there's a lot of evidence for what's called determinism, that no matter what you choose, the outcome will be what the universe wants it to be anyways, and you're on a path of destiny, and your life has been rolled in advance, basically, to use a game term. Everything you do, everything you're going to do, everything you have done was predetermined. So there is a good chance that it is just an illusion. Is there a meaning to life? If so, what is it? There is no meaning to life. Literally, there is none. We make, just like purpose, we make that meaning. The only purpose a human being has is to procreate, basically. So everything else we make for ourselves. So we give life meaning, and if we don't give life meaning, we're not living normally. There are people that don't. They just live like an animal, basically. They live on instinct and whatnot. So to them, there is no meaning. Where is the line between art and not art? Anything can be art. Anything can be art to someone. Put 5 bottles on a shelf, somebody will call it art. So another person will call it garbage. So, art is in the mind. It's a very personal thing. There is no one basic thing for art. What should be the goal of humanity? To help everyone so that there's no poverty, there's no crime, there's no starvation, no disease. To basically go towards a utopian situation, which we'll never be in because we're greedy little bastards. Does fate exist? If so, do you have free will? Like I said, I think determinism is a real thing. I think that our entire life has been predetermined long before we existed. So, no, we don't really have free will. What does it mean to live a good life? Different people, that would be a different thing, but to me, living the good life is helping people when I can, and doing what I can for others. That's living the good life. To other people, living the good life is having things, having a big house, having a boat, blah, 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 you know. Or to others still, it's travel, you know. Why do we dream? There is a lot of questions still about that. We process information from temporary storage to permanent storage while we're asleep. I think it's a byproduct of that. Where does your self-worth come from? I don't know. It's not given to you. It's something you have to create yourself. So I think we create it inside our minds. How will humans as a species go extinct? By stupiding ourselves to death. We're going to screw up the environment so bad that we won't be able to feed ourselves anymore. There will be huge wars over resources eventually, and that'll be it for us. The world just won't be livable for humans anymore. Is it possible to live a normal life and not ever tell a lie? Yes, it is. It is very possible to never lie and still live a normal life. Yeah. But I don't think anyone's ever done it. If somebody tells you they have never told a lie in their life, they're lying. Half-truths are lies. Yeah. Does a person's name influence the person they become? No, I don't think so. There is a lot of trend toward family line and the family. I don't know what the word is. Anyways, yeah, but I think we're our own people most of the time. Is the meaning of life the same for animals and humans? No. A lot of animals don't care that they're disabled, for one thing, and humans really do. So the meaning of life is very different for animals than it is for humans. If someone you loved was killed in front of you, but someone created a copy of them, and that was perfect right down to the atomic level, would they be the same person, and would you love them just as much? No, they would not be the same person. They would be a copy of that person. I suppose I would still love them because they're essentially the same, but it would get in the way that they were a copy. It would bother me, so it wouldn't be the same. If you could become immortal on the condition you would never be able to die or kill yourself, would you choose immortality? I think life is granted meaning by the fact that it's finite. That we won't be here someday gives more meaning to life than if we were immortal. I do believe that fully. So, no, I would not take immortality. What actions in your life will have the longest reaching consequences? How long will the effects be felt? There were actions that I took in the past that have lasted my entire life to this day, and they will last until I die. So, those were doing stupid things and hurting myself. So, yeah. Going down a hill, standing up on a toboggan, for example, kind of changed my life for the worse. Yeah, anyways, yeah. But what actions other than that, I don't know. I think I would have been an entirely different person if I chose to go to Africa when I had the chance and work there for 2 years. I think life would have been a vastly different thing. So, yeah. How long will you be remembered after you die? I don't know. 2, 3 minutes, a couple days, a year, a decade. I don't know. Somebody, as long as I'm in somebody's memory, I'll still be around, I guess. But how long that is not a determined factor, is it? I've made very deep relationships with people all over the world, and they will remember who I was and what I was. So, if a child somehow survived and grew up in the wilderness without any human contact, how human would they be without the influence of society and culture? They would still be human because they're biologically a human being. So, but they would not be the same as us socially, that's for damn sure. They would have no sense of society or culture other than that of a pack mentality, perhaps. But physically, they would be human. Esoterically speaking, they wouldn't be. They'd be an animal. How would humanity change if all humans' life expectancy was significantly increased, let's say, to around 500 years? Can you imagine how overcrowded the planet would be? If the birth rate didn't go down dramatically as well, we would be out of room for people in a very short time. So, yeah, that's humanity would become. I think we would get very arrogant with that long a life as well. We would. I don't think it would be good for us. I'll just put it that way. I'm having a bad brain day here. Where do you find meaning in your life? This is like the third time this stupid question thing has asked that. Do people even think when they put these together? I don't know. Anyways. Where do you find meaning in life? I create it. We all do. You don't find meaning anywhere, and nobody can give you meaning. You create it. Even if your meaning of life is being part of a group and literally no self-identity, you're still creating that inside yourself. So, have a good one.